It's a good thing this is scripted.
Oh
I mean,
man,
we'll just say
totally
all those same things again.
scripted. Oh my god. Well, I hit record
I
again. Um Long story short, because people aren't going to know why we were laughing, we recorded for maybe like 5 minutes, and I looked over and I realized my mic was muted. So that was pretty awesome. But yeah, professionals at work here. Anyway,
Yeah,
welcome to the Creators Lounge
clearly.
podcast, episode 3. Again, take 2.
4. This is episode 4.
Oh,
Yeah, isn't this?
this is episode 3, my friend.
I thought this one was going up next week.
No, this is going up next week because the one we were supposed to record, I was sick during.
Yeah, I know. Let's move on.
Okay, moving on. Anyway, I'm Almighty Senpai. Here with me today is Milkman and, well, for the first time ever, Mr. Gossin. We did the whole introductions and asked how everybody was doing, so I'm not going to ask them again. But long story short, they're doing well. For anybody who cares. Man, I can't believe I had my mic muted. Wow, at least we didn't record the entire thing, you know? That would have been
then
bad.
I would be pissed.
Yeah, exactly.
I would not stay up longer for that.
Well, I'll
I
ask
think
this
Dawson
again. I mean, yeah,
rage
what?
quitting on that. He's like, "You what?" And then smashes his PC. I'm
Oh
done.
man. We were just talking about. We didn't really get into anything. It's late by Gussin. He's our resident European here in the Creators Lounge. So, it's like 11 p.m. by him. And so yeah, if we recorded the entire episode just to find out that my mic was muted, yeah, he'd probably be upset. Plus, you being sick now, and
Yeah, but I'm good. I'm staying positive. I feel if you stay positive when you're sick, you feel better.
Is that how that works?
Yeah.
Because when I feel sick, I'm positive that I'm sick, and I just want to be
The
like
mood
hell.
is better. The mood is better. So that's the point, right?
Hey man, and you're should be happy because you get 5 more subs because of the bet that I lost.
No, you're good. No.
Do you even know
I don't
why I
mind.
had to shave?
Yeah, I think you told me, but
I'll explain it. I'll explain it. So I'm active duty military or Air Force, like not really. So the last 6 months of my enlistment, I got to go work for a different company, and I've been working for them. Didn't have to shave or anything because I'm not putting on the uniform. And essentially, I went in to see what out processing I had left to do, and my checklist was gone, so I had to go get a new checklist. And then I found out that the certificates on my ID card were going to expire in November when my card expires in January when I separate. And the only way to get those certs like reconfigured is to get a new card. So I'm in there and I'm like, okay, that sucks, first of all, but I'm just gonna get everything done in November so I don't have to get a new card because I don't really want to shave. I got a bet going, it'll be great. And I go in to base last Wednesday, and one of my certs is just magically gone. So I had to get a new card. I think the part that I left out is that in order to get a new card, you have to be within military standards for shaving. So I had to shave my face to go get a new card, which I did this morning, and my card is still broken. So love to see it. Have to go get that figured out sometime this week, but I have so many other things between physical therapy, and I just scheduled an appointment to get 4 new tires on my car because, well, I need to. It's been like 3 years, and I'm basically driving on NASCAR wheels with how much tread there isn't. But yeah, the bet that we had, Gossin, was whoever shaved first owed the other person 5 subs, and I'm gonna stay true to
10
that.
subs.
What? It was not 10.
I heard
It was
20.
10 subs.
What?
No, it was not 20. It was
heard it
10
was-
subs.
Was it
But-
10?
Me and like
But you know what?
donate
You know
shirt.
what we can do? You know
What?
what we can do?
What can we do?
Because the first time I was going to maintain it, I felt I cut it a little bit short. So if we say 5 subs each, just for the followers.
All
He's
right,
not wrong.
I'll give you
actually.
that.
He Trimmed it pretty close that last time. I couldn't help
No,
but notice.
it was actually not. It was kind of light, but it was not. It was not that short how it looked like.
Mhm.
But I just felt it was a little bit. So
It looks to me like you shaved anyway, but I wasn't gonna bring it up. You know.
I did.
You did.
You did. So you actually lost.
No, but I didn't take all.
All right, all right. You
We,
know
we
what?
talked about
We'll meet in
maintaining,
the
and
even. All right, 5 subs
And it's
each.
all or
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
All right, 5 subs
We can
each.
say we can say none, but I feel like the
It's for the
followers
betterment
should
of,
get something,
yeah,
right?
you know, from
I
our.
think we need a redo is what we need.
No
You guys
fucking
both
way.
popping out.
Sorry.
If we do a redo, I'm never shaving. Well, until the military decides that I have to shave again for whatever reason.
Right. Next year when they're like, "Oh yeah, you think you're retired, but guess what?
Oh, this thing you did to out process, it actually was your reenlistment paperwork that you signed, so we own you for another 4 years.
Transfer the Marines. Here's your bucks
Oh,
grand."
no, then I have to go back to basic training.
Yeah.
Fun
I had
fact,
the
you can
wedding come
actually switch branches all you want
They
without
don't-
having to go back to basic training unless you go to the Marines. Then you have to go through their basic training.
And they don't have the soft rolly chairs in the Marines.
Hey man, there ain't nothing soft about this chair. My back hurts right now. You hear this?
What
That's
is
my-
that?
You don't have this.
It's my chair.
pillow?
People think it's my knees because my knees are fucked up, but no, it's
You don't
definitely
have
I
the
didn't know why
chair.
your knees are that loud. That's insane.
You have pillow behind you, right? Like this one.
I
He
I
doesn't
mean,
want to show us his.
it
his
came
bumper.
with a pillow.
Oh, he's like, keep it.
I love that pillow.
This
I
one
love
isn't
it.
comfortable, man. Something
Oh,
about it.
this one is awesome.
I
You gotta
got
have that lumbar support. Look
I
at this
was-
bunch of old men talking about ergonomics.
stupid high schooler, and I was like, you know what I want? Chair. Awesome.
You know what
And then I
I'd
got
love?
one, and I was
Something
like,
super ergonomic. I was like, hon, I just one of those heating pads for my back.
with your chair.
Yeah, so the first gaming chair that I bought, I was stupid. I was like, "Oh, cool! It's got like a massager thing built into it." So it literally was one of those pillows with like a little vibrating thing in it. So, you turn it on, and it just goes meh on
It
your
doesn't
back.
really seem like a massage.
Like,
Yeah, I'm with Senpai on that one.
I mean, I could think of other things you could do with it.
I could
It went in the
I
garbage.
could name 5. Going in the garbage is not one of them, but I could name 5, and it would be great.
Yeah.
Oh man, anyway, now that we've talked about my disgusting baby face and my acne because I don't have my facial hair anymore. Yeah, man, what are we talking about today?
Well,
I mean, I can answer it.
you're the boss here. We're talking about burnout. I mean, this is one of the biggest enemies of anybody who's trying to build any kind of business, or that's why it's important to the creators lounge. Gamers are certainly subject to it, but yeah, burnout, juggling life and work and other work and kids and more life, and just
Which
take
is-
Gossin here for example. Gossin, why don't you tell us what you got going on in life, man?
For the moment, I'm working 2 jobs, 1 week on and 1 week off on one, and then I work double up. After I finish with night shift, I go to the next job, and so on. And I try to stream now and then when I'm not feeling sick, and take extra work and all that stuff. So it's pretty hectic right now,
I
I will
can't
say.
imagine juggling jobs as well as having kids, and then as well as trying to do any concentration.
Yeah.
I can't really imagine even the kids thing. I have kids.
Yeah, we had soccer practice today as well. We have that on top of it. It's been a lot of football in these last 3 weeks have been so. Yeah,
Football. You mean soccer? Yeah.
Soccer. Yeah,
You said it right the first time.
It's only you guys that says that.
What
You
do you
know that,
mean, you
right?
guys?
Yeah,
U.S.
Us
you
Americans.
people.
I'll be honest. I don't know why we call our ball football and
I don't know,
soccer
but it's only
actual
you.
football. I don't make the rules. I was just born into it.
I think that's
No,
valid.
but they always put up the soccer events and stuff on my work weekends. So that's wonderful.
Got the-
Wonderful. If you guys see this, get a grip.
Just-
You're gonna have to at those guys, whoever they are.
Yeah, I
Oh,
will. I will
man.
definitely do
The World Cup's coming up in like a week or two, isn't it?
Is it really? Oh gosh, it's been 4 years already.
Isn't it the World Cup?
that. Yeah, I think. Yeah.
I don't know anything about soccer. I'm just gonna cheer for USA. Call her a day,
Well,
I guess.
Oh, I canceled everything. If you want to know.
To watch
Okay.
it?
Yeah. No.
All I know is that the
all-
USA
all
plays
soccer,
Wales.
I cancel it. My team is doing so bad, and prices just going up. So I canceled every single thing I used to have.
I used to follow the World Cup a little bit. It's like a 4-year thing, right? So you don't
Right.
have to follow soccer or football, as they say in Europe and apparently every
Yeah.
other country. So it's nice, because you're like, oh, World Cup season's coming around,
Yeah,
and then you
yeah.
can spend all your time on that. So, yeah, I find that enjoyable.
Yeah.
I'm a
World
fair
Cup.
weather fan for just about anything, though. You give me a football team and tell me they're doing all right this year, and I'll be like, yeah, that's my team.
No, you never root for the guys who are on the top. You always go for the bottom team.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Always. When Iceland took out England, oh my god, that was beautiful.
You're an underdog
Has
guy.
England ever been very good, though?
They have been good, but Iceland, listen, Iceland,
All right, all right.
Come
yeah, I
on,
guess
dude. Iceland.
right?
feel that.
Dude, it's
hold
like
on.
300,000 in population on that.
So like the entire country is their team, essentially.
Yeah.
Yeah. And a couple
Yeah.
of-
The guys were
mountain
like,
goats.
"Can we get our dentist back?" We're like,
Sorry, you're gonna have to wait. It's World Cup season.
yeah, and they took out England, and they have a lot of.
All right, yeah.
I didn't know it was every 4 years because I could have swore Gosson was sending me Snapchats last year of some sort of soccer thing.
No, that's getting into it, right?
Yeah. So because they
Now
got
it-
qualifiers and stuff.
Qualify, and then
I know nothing about it. I know they kick a ball. I
Yeah,
know I played
and
soccer
then-
for a while.
in 2 years it's EM.
Couldn't shoot for
Right.
shit, but I was the best defender you've ever seen.
You played soccer?
I did, yeah. I played all throughout middle school and my freshman year of high school.
Nice.
And I moved
Nice.
schools and they didn't have a soccer team. So that's when I really got into basketball.
What? They're like, we don't believe in Europe.
Well, I went from a school that had like thousands of kids in there to like 200 kids maybe. The school that I moved to was so small that it had elementary, middle, and middle school all in one building.
How many?
Like total in the school?
Yeah.
I don't know, but I could tell you my graduating class was only 52 people.
Okay, that's quite small for like I'm in Norway, and that's quite small because
Yeah.
we were like in children's school we were 98.
Yeah, the school I went to freshman year, I think my graduating class was over 500.
My
And I went to
graduating class
52.
was like 200 people.
It was pretty nuts.
High school was like 150
But
High
I
school.
didn't make the basketball
in my
team
class.
in freshman year at
Or
that big school.
400.
When I moved to the smaller school, I made the team, but they didn't have soccer. Their main thing was like football and powerlifting, which I'm gonna get a lot of hate for, but it's not a sport. They call it a sport. It's not a sport. It's a club.
I think
Congratulations.
because it's in the Olympics that makes it a sport.
I mean, whoop-de-doo, man. You lift a heavy thing, you put it down. High five. I don't know.
And that's not to say it's not impressive. It's just not a sport.
I think I just got like major like disdain for it because whenever you got into like an argument or an altercation with somebody in the school, it was always, I can lift more than you, and it's like, who gives a shit how much more you can lift than me? Like, I don't care.
I was gonna get into weightlifting. Like they had like weightlifting classes in middle school and stuff, but I was totally turned off to it because they had us do clean and jerks or whatever you call them, right? So you come up, and one time as I came up, I I nicked the tip a little bit,
Oh,
and that shit hurt, man.
I believe it.
And I was like, I'm not doing this anymore. Nope.
Nope, I'm done. Well, they
done.
make them wear that tight bodysuit, like tighter than like a wrestler's, whatever you call that, leotard or whatever the hell it is.
Because they got to be aerodynamic to lift heavy stuff.
Sure, man. I don't know.
I don't know.
I was gonna do swimming too back in freshman year, but they were like, "Yeah, we shave our legs and stuff." And I was like, "This is
You're
my
gonna be the
only."
next Michael Phelps.
I was like,
man.
"This is my only grasp at manhood right now," because I couldn't grow facial hair at that time. So I was like, "I'm not shaving leg hair to fucking swim in a pool." I was
You
a
have
fast
to do
swimmer.
that?
They did. It wasn't a thing you were required to do. It was just a thing that
Alright.
they wanted to do. It makes you
It
more like,
decreases drag by
yeah,
a
exactly.
little bit. So,
I went to diving at one point.
oh, cool.
Bro, that's scary.
That's
How
awesome.
high
it
up
definitely
were
is.
you?
When they went on 5 meters, holy shit!
Can I get that in
I almost
American?
pissed my pants. And no.
5 meters.
meters?
What? A meter is like what? It's like a little over 3 feet or something.
Yes, it's like 15 feet.
Okay. All right. Yes. I did the
Yeah.
American conversion in my head. Kind of.
Yeah, that was not for me.
I wouldn't do it either.
The problem is not the diving. The problem is you lose your shorts when you go into the water. You know.
You gotta get
They
those
have
tight
ways around
speedos,
that.
man. Those super tight
no,
speedos.
I didn't want to wear those.
If that was like a regular
Yeah.
problem, that would make for some really interesting Summer Olympics. Be like, and he scored a 10, but he lost his shorts again.
Yeah.
And then it gets sucked in like the little like flap thing that like takes the water and gets all the debris out, so your shorts are just gone. You don't know where they went. I don't know if they have those in like the big commercial pools. I know like my
they
aunt
gotta
had
have
one.
I mean,
Well, it's something, yeah, but I don't know if they have the little flaps. You know what I'm talking about? The little flap thing that would like take debris in and then would close. No?
Yeah, I mean.
Oh,
yeah,
okay,
it's the
yeah.
filtration system.
Dawson doesn't know what I'm talking about. It's basically on the edge of the pool, like with the waves, there's like a little like plastic flap and it would flap open and it would like suck in some of the debris and go into like a little filter. And then like the flap would close behind it with the water, so all the debris would catch into that.
Alongside the hole.
It's like,
thing,
yeah, well,
or-
it's not around the entire thing. There were just certain spots, like on the residential pools. Like my aunt had a
All right.
9-foot deep in-ground pool, and she had like I think only one of them.
In no way we don't have pool at home.
You sounded
They don't
super
have- they
European
only
on
put
that
the
bit.
No.
No, you don't have residential pools.
No, they go and swim in the fjord.
In the what? I'm super
the fjord?
American. I don't know what that is.
A
Fjord?
fjord? It's like a
Yes.
bay.
Well, that's all you got to say. A bay, a lake, a pond, even like those three, I grasp. But when you're throwing out like these non-English words, I get confused.
Yeah.
You got any locks out there? I mean, I know of one famous lock, but you
Wait.
know what a lock is, though, right, Senpai?
Yeah, the thing you like put around your bike to make sure nobody steals it.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
If we have famous locks?
Do you have famous locks?
No. You asked about if we got some famous locks.
Yeah.
No, we don't. We don't.
You don't have. You don't have any.
No, we have locks on the bike, but
They're just aqueducts. Famous aqueducts.
almost no one uses them.
No one uses the aqueducts anymore.
Dude, the world's changed, man.
There's
Aqueducts are a thing of the
some
past.
people. Like I don't lock my door. I
What?
didn't say that.
You're kidding. Yeah, he's like, I'm gonna.
I'm not. I do lock it. I do lock it.
my doors.
At my
car,
mom's
I leave
place.
keys right up in the visor.
No, it was one time I came home and the kids of my that went in my son's class, they were inside my house when I came home.
Nope.
Yeah, my son was with me, and we
And they're
came
just
like
in your
me,
house.
my girlfriend, and my son. We
So
came walking down, and suddenly it came like 3 kids running out of the house.
So this is
What
like
the
a common
fuck?
thing in Norway, though, because I remember a story about a certain Norwegian waking up in somebody else's house. So it seems like nobody
Ah,
really locks their
that is
doors
true. I
No.
remember that
in
too.
Norway. They're just like, this must be my house. The door's unlocked.
Well, nighttime, we might lock it. I don't. I never locks it. I don't. Some
I
people
don't
do,
leave my
but
door unlocked here at all.
Me neither. I
The
lock it in. Walk in the door, it's locked.
the
Yeah.
2 times I did, let me backtrack. The first time I ever did, I was sick, so I was laying on the couch, and my girlfriend wanted my big fold-out table for whatever reason. So I left it unlocked. When she got here, I didn't have to get up to unlock the door and let her in. I just text her, "Hey, door's open. Come on in, whatever." So she comes in, says hi, grabs a table. All right, see you later. Have fun. I'm sick. You go have fun. Right? Door opens again. I'm sitting on the couch staring at my TV. And I'm like, "Oh, hey, babe, I guess you forgot something." And I didn't hear an answer. So I'm like, "What the hell's going on?" And I look up, and there's this maybe 5-year-old black kid in Batman footy pajamas just
Nice.
staring at me because my front door is literally right there. So I'm laying on the couch. So my head's like right there. I just peek up over the couch, and he's just staring at me, and I'm staring at him. And I'm like, "You can't be here." And he goes, "I like your Xbox." And I'm like, "No, you can't be here. You can't. This looks terrible. You need to leave." So I start hearing his mom yell for his name or whatever. Kid leaves, lock the door. One other time I had just gotten home from the grocery store or whatever, didn't have a chance to lock the door. I'm literally putting groceries away in my kitchen. Same kid, same footy pajamas, walks in the door, and he goes, "I like your PlayStation." And I'm like, "Bro, you can't be here. Like, I
oh
don't
my
care
god.
what systems you like that are here. This looks bad for everyone. I am a
Oh,
25-year-old adult man, and now I have a little kid in my apartment. None of this looks good. You need to leave." So he left again. They moved away now. They're not here anymore. But I always keep that door locked. But me and my girlfriend are all like, "Man, we kind of miss Bat Kid. You know, he kept the cul-de-sac here safe.
kept things interesting.
He kept the apartment complex safe. That was the
I get
biggest thing."
pissed on my girlfriend if she locks the door. But
Why'd you lock the door?
yeah, but especially this one time, I had soccer practice and everything, and I went to my mom's house, and she had taken both of the keys in the morning with her to work, and she locked the door.
Been
And
there.
I
Nope.
was like going from my mom's house, and I was supposed to go to the soccer practice, and I was like, "Oh, I forgot the key to the shed where the football stuff and everything is inside." So I had to rush back, and I came to the door, and it was locked. I was like, "You fucking stupid bitch!
Oh my
You locked
god.
the fucking door! You
You
locked the
locked the
fucking door!"
goddamn door.
You
That's
did
why
that on
Gossin will never get married.
Yeah. Mm,
purpose.
nope. That's too much.
Anyway, we're 20 minutes in. I suppose we should probably touch on what we were supposed to talk about today, huh?
Yeah.
I think we should
So
start with the whole juggling life with content creation. Um, Mainly because I think we'll go more in depth as far as burnout goes, and we'll probably talk more about it. Um, so I mean, like juggling life. I don't know how you guys do it. I know Muckman, you work from home, and I honestly I work from home right now. Even when I didn't work from home, the last thing I wanted to do was come home and stream or like create videos. I can't
Yeah.
imagine that, but you throw in kids or with Goss and a second job that you guys even like find the time to
You,
create content anyway.
there are 24 hours in a day, so there's no such thing as finding time. The answer is you make time. It's if you take all of the things that you have to do, and they take up X amount of hours, and you think about the things that you want to do or need to do with content creation and that kind of thing, and you say, okay, do I have to start waking up early? Do I have to give up something else that I want? It's all time management. It's the kids have to get to school, so that's going to take this time, and then doing things just in between. In between that, my day, for example, on Mondays is this: we have one car between me and my wife, and I stream every Monday. But it's also my day off, so I also have Sundays off, but I'm not allowed to do anything on Sundays. So Mondays is I wake up at 6:45, which is late because I actually need to create more hours in my day. But I'll wake up at 6:45, wake up my second kid who has to be to school by 7:15. Get him ready for the day, get out of here, come back. During that time, I'm going, okay, where can I do some content creation within the next hour before I have to now drive my wife to the first location of her job. She has a couple locations. She's a caregiver, so she works in people's homes. But drive her there, drop my oldest son off at school after I drop her off, take my daughter, make sure, I get some time in with her because I never really get to spend any time with her. So I do prioritize that in those 2.5-ish hours. Go pick up my wife again from that location, go and drive her to the other location, which is about a 20-minute, 25-minute drive. While she's doing that, drive and pick up my middle son from school, go back to my wife, pick her up, bring them all home. And then that's when I start having time to do some of this stuff. And it becomes, okay, what am I able to do in between those hours? And how much time will I have after those hours? We're compacting things today. I mean, we had our meeting today at 3:30, back to back, going from meeting to podcast to, I know I'm going to be streaming tonight. So that's coming up here in a couple of hours. And in between that, I still have some videos that I need to get out. Plus, I need to get my kids to bed. But it's really about just time management, fitting things in where you can, and creating more hours. That was a long-winded explanation, but
No, it makes sense.
That's a lot.
but the point is you don't find time, you make time. You have to prioritize, and you have to fit things in where you can. Am I wrong, Gaussen? I mean, you're
No,
tighter than
no,
mine is.
your days are probably a little bit more hectic than mine because we only have one car, as I suppose you also only have, or don't have a driver license, but we have to figure out when she has the car and I do have the car, and stuff like that. But like mainly it's I just set off time, like, okay, I'm going down and I'm doing shit at this hour. As long as I do that, she's okay with it, and she has to fix everything else, right? But like, you have to make the hours for what you want to do, and you, as long as you keep that, it's going around. But at the same time, you basically can't do too much because you get too exhausted. So
Which I guess
I
does.
have my hours down here. Maybe too much sometimes, but yeah.
And that's the thing. I even, like I said, I have half the responsibilities that you guys have, and I still have a hard time finding time. Granted, there's a lot of time where I could be doing something, but I'll get addicted to a game that I play off stream because my whole thing is that, like, yes, there are games that I'm going to play on stream and that I want to play on stream, but there are games that I need to play off stream just for my sanity, right? So, I mean, I've been going on like maybe 4 months of just grinding Fallout 4 on my own, just in my off time. And it goes in spurts, right? So I'll be super addicted to it, then I'll set it down for a little while, maybe like a week or 2, and then I'll get
That
back into it.
sounded really, really nice.
Dude, before our meeting that we had, I should have been doing work, but I was sitting on the couch and I was just playing Fallout 4.
Oh, that
I
sounded so nice.
I
Just
should have
chill
been.
out,
Yeah.
like all times. Just play a game and don't do
Yeah,
But that
because
anything.
if all you're doing is playing games only on stream, that's when it starts to
it's
feel like
work.
it feels like a second job
Yeah,
again.
yeah,
And it made me start to fall out of love with games. So I was like, I need a
yeah,
game or two to just play on my own, not think about content because there are things that I still record off time um to make content. Like, no,
yeah.
I need at least one game. Shut the brain off. I don't have to talk into a microphone. I can just keep all the thoughts in my head. And I just have the controller in my head, just turn my brain off, crack open a beer, and just play Fallout for a little while. Um, but yeah, I mean, prior to me getting sick, I was posting on TikTok like 3 times a day. I was editing a bunch of videos. I doing stuff for the podcast and the Creators Lounge. That led to burnout too, right? I mean, now that I'm not sick, I know I have to get back into it, but I'm kind of burnt out on the whole thing, and I'm just like, I don't really. Plus all the outside life stuff, very high therapy. Yeah, there's not enough time in the day. Like you said, I have to find time, and I kind of just have to get back into it again.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of it is you have to decide what's most important in your life. Obviously, we all put streaming up there pretty high, at least the three of us. Obviously, not everybody watching this is a streamer, but um, what other priorities do you have that maybe sometimes have to take precedence of it over that? And that's things like playing a different game, playing off stream for a while, going and kicking a ball with your kid, Um, I know, like for me personally, I have a hard time tearing away from my setup and everything here because I do work from home. Because right behind me is my setup for my day job, and so it's almost like I'm always here, and I feel like I'm just glued to my computer all day. But then I'm going, but how do I find the time to play with my kids or find time for myself or make that time? But it really is all about just determining what is most important to you. And the top of that list should absolutely 100% be your mental health. Man, like you said, for your own sanity, you have to play these games off stream, and you're absolutely right. Um, that's what leads to burnout and uh, juggling too many things at once because you want them all. There's I'm gonna take this to an episode of the Boss Baby TV show, where essentially I know, and I'm doing this. I'm doing this because I'm a dad and I'm gonna do it. So suck it. Uh, essentially, the Boss Baby takes on responsibilities at work now, right? Okay, so he operates this place, but he also wants to devote 100% of his time to his family. So he's running this whole thing where he's like, we're going to do 100% of everything, and so he's trying to do 100% with his family, 100% with his job, 100% with his hobbies and things like that. And it can become kind of the same thing. Is there's no such thing as 300%. You have 100% of your attention, 100% of your time, and you have to find a way to divide that up between the most important things. There's no such thing as giving 100% to one thing. That's all I had to say.
I didn't think we were gonna throw in a boss baby metaphor, but hey, you know what?
I had to. I know there were probably other anecdotal things like that would have also worked, but that's what came to my head, man.
You know what? The boss baby. It's all about
The
the boss
boss
baby.
baby.
Dawson, you look like you're heavy in thought, my guy.
What?
You look like you're heavy in thought. Is the boss baby churning the gears, man?
Yeah, a little bit. A little bit. No, I totally agree. But I think the main thing is when you start is like if you come into this and you're like seeing your schedule, like, you know what, thinking to yourself, and you're like, what I'm working on now, I can probably make 4 videos a week, right? Or do some content creation, or 4 times a week, and have a schedule off of that, and you're like, I can do that. that's like pretty easy. My philosophy is this, that if you think you can actually make 4 content videos or stuff out there 4 times a week, half that, you have to think that you can probably do that this week. But what about the week after and the week after that and week after that? It's it's getting quite intense because you don't like see everything that can pop up. And as a parent like Milkman and me, we can see that, like, I just did this. I was like 4 videos a week. I managed for 1 week, and I was out. I couldn't keep up with that because kids got sick. You
Something
you
will come up.
you got meeting at school. You have all these other things like extra work. Anything will come up. So spend like 1 hour more on that one video and make it good. And don't like think, if you say like, okay, I can only make 2 video, half that, make 1 video, make every Monday, maybe every Friday, and you will actually have a better opportunity to not get burned out of doing that, because you never know what comes up. Never.
I think a lot of burnout, especially for myself, stems from overachieving. Like I said, before I got sick, I was posting 3 times on TikTok a day, for
Yeah.
about 2-3 weeks. Before that, it was 2 videos a day. Before that, it was 1 video a day. But I kept ramping it up more and more. Um,
Yeah.
the thing is that, like, when I'm editing, right, I'm no master at editing, the greatest, but I keep finding new things and learning new things. So I want to incorporate it, which makes the actual editing process that much longer until I get proficient at it. And the next thing you know, for instance, I'm editing a 10-minute long video. Well, it's a whole session. Um, but I'm breaking it down into a few videos, but they're taking forever because I keep thinking of new things to do. And then
Yeah.
it just feels like it never ends, which then leads to burnout too, because then I'm like, man, I'm never gonna get this done because there's always something new that comes up just in the content creation world itself, let alone me getting sick, or guys with kids getting
Right.
sick, or
Write it down and do it next time.
I mean, if you
Yeah.
saw the post-its I have behind my monitor right here, it's
Yeah.
insane.
I believe it.
It's just
It's
cluttered with yellow
important
post-it notes.
to set a schedule for yourself and stick to it.
Yeah.
100%.
It's like saying, hey, I want to wake up earlier in the morning so that I've got more hours in the day, so I'm gonna skip an episode of my favorite TV show and go to bed earlier. And then you don't, and then you can't get up the next morning and you lose that time. It's like any other goal. I mean, you need to set the goal, you need to make a plan to stick to it, and stick to it.
Yeah. I have
But
basically said that after my kids are gone to sleep, I have time to go down. That's my schedule. So that sometimes I'm late, but my followers, they do understand that, because they see it's like a half hour or maybe 1 hour sometimes later than usual. But I can't be more specific than that, because I can't put everything on my girlfriend, be- because she puts one of the kids to bed, right? And one of them, he only listens to me. So I just can't walk away from that. So that's my schedule, and it works fine. Sometimes it's a little bit annoying, but I will always be on my days if
That's the main thing, though, is you've set the precedent throughout your
exactly.
community. You're like, hey, obviously this comes first, and if I make it down there on time, awesome. But if not, you have to understand that I'm a dad, I have a
yeah.
girlfriend, all these things need to get done. And that's important too, because I mean, just as much as like there's burnout or you're trying to juggle all these different things, if your community has no idea why you're late or why you're not
Yeah,
around.
yeah,
They're gonna
definitely,
be like,
definitely.
"What the fuck," and then and then the community will get upset. But that's a whole other. I know whenever I'm not gonna be there on stream, I throw it in my own whatever. Like, hey, I'm
I don't
sick,
think it's
whatever.
another conversation because I think those two are related. If with the burnout, if you always get negative like feedback on the things you say, oh, I will be a half hour late because of my kids, you you don't want to give yourself to the community because
Community's not supporting
it,
that.
yeah, and it gets heavier, and you're like, you know what, today I no, I'm not
Like,
doing
why
it.
am I
I'm
doing
not
this
doing it.
for a
Yeah,
community that
yeah,
doesn't give two
exactly.
shits?
Because you have to enjoy it as well. And if your community doesn't respect that you also have kids and stuff like that, it gets harder to actually show up.
I could see
So
that.
it is a little bit. Of course, you don't have to like my community is quite funny and and they like to like make these comments about me being late, right? It's like I'm doing to you, senpai,
You do
every
that to
time
me
you
every day.
every time you come late and stuff like that. But it's a different between being funny and being genuine, like annoyed by it. It's life that happens to you, and you can't do anything about it, or you can, but but I I I think you need support through the whole process as well, while you're doing what you really like.
I get
So
well, on top of that, not just the community. I mean, like, what's your guys' support like real life? I mean, your girlfriend and your wife like support the fact that you're doing content creation, or are they like, this is dumb? Like, why are you doing this?
uh, my girlfriend is like it's both. It's like up and down, but when I say that now I'm going down, I'm going down like streaming or making a video and stuff like that. She accepts that as long as I do it when it's time for it.
As long as there's
But
the other responsibilities are
yes,
met.
and for me, that is support in itself.
Makes sense. I can give her
Yeah,
that 100%.
yeah. But it's not like she tells me I'm doing a good job or anything because I'm going down here because I really enjoy it, right? And she does thing that she's enjoying, and I feel it's
Well, yeah, I mean, you each have different
yeah,
things that you enjoy
yeah,
100%.
yeah. So she support what I like to do, and I support her on what she likes to do. That's basically how it is for me.
When I asked that question, though, Milkman definitely shook his head no.
Yeah, yeah, I saw that. I saw that.
I saw that too.
Well, eh, I guess you got to kind of look at support in two different ways. Is are they actively supporting you and that they're propping you up and cheering you on and hoping you succeed, or are they putting up with it and not kicking back against the pricks too much when you say, all right, it's time to stream, try to keep it down, or try not to keep coming in and out of this room. It's hard, in my situation. I mean, our setup is my setup here is in our bedroom, so I try to keep my streams down to 2 hours. And honestly, ultimately, I still don't know that I really consider myself as a streamer, um, any more than an entrepreneur. But I have a lot of different things that I work on. Um, and yeah, there's support in it. Some of it is putting up with it, and some of it is actively cheering you on. But at the end of the day, it's never negative. It's never stop doing this. Don't do this because it's too hard on us. It's I know you enjoy doing this and you support me in the things I enjoy, just like Austin's saying. when it comes to relationships, I mean, it's always a give and take, right?
Yeah.
And you gotta
Definitely.
respect one
Definitely.
another's.
I
desires.
find it that if you're too crap, that's a bad one. If you're too like involved in the relationship where you can't be separated and both enjoy your separate things, I find that like if my girlfriend was the type that was like, nah, I want to do this all the time or whatever, I'd be like, I can't. But she's very much like, I have my life, you have your life, each other on the weekends and sometimes during the week. All is good. You do your stream thing. I'm gonna be here watching my Netflix shows. Have at it. Do what you will. I don't ever expect her to watch my streams because let's be honest, our humor don't add up. Our humor ain't the same. I find the dumbest things like absolutely hilarious. She has a very, 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 very dark sense of humor. So I mean, but I don't expect her to, pop in the stream and be like, hey, you're doing great. I'm so proud of you, whatever. But she supports me in the fact that the same way, like you guys said. You do your thing. Have at
Don't
it.
stop it from happening.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Which is huge. Because I mean, I guess like Gaussen was saying earlier, regardless of where the support comes from, if you have absolutely zero, that'll lead to burnout too.
Look, if you have absolutely zero support, join the Creators Lounge.
He looked in the camera for that, so you know he's serious.
We will support you.
100%.
Yeah,
and regardless of what you do, whether you're a streamer, video editor, marketer, design.
If you got a sick OnlyFans, I mean, yo.
Oh, plug the OnlyFans. We support the bros and the broettes. Look, man, we bout it. I got an Only Toes account. It's fine. Support each other here.
Only Toes? Is
Yeah,
that
dude.
something?
No, it's not a thing.
It is now.
I guess it could be a thing. I mean, I don't know. You want me to Google it?
No,
I'll Google it.
good.
I'll
On your
Google it.
computer?
We good.
No, on my phone, not on my computer.
I'm not taking that chance.
Only Toes. Oh, I put in TOWS.
We need
Only Toes is definitely a thing.
Oh my goodness.
OnlyToes.com is an elite social platform revolutionizing the foot fetish. It's revolutionizing it. Wow.
How does one revolutionize a foot fetish?
Make an account on OnlyToes.com and you'll find out. But when you go in there, they ask you to verify that you are 18 years of age. So
yeah, they ask for a credit card and stuff too, probably.
Yeah, social security number, all that fun stuff, insurance information, your mother's maiden name, all those standard security questions.
Favorite pet as a child, yeah.
Yeah, your first pet, the street you grew up on.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, your father's favorite alcoholic drink. Yeah, stuff like that.
What did I miss?
We're just talking about Only Toes. It's fine.
Yeah, we found found your account, man.
Yeah, we found your account. You've been outed. You tried to be so slick. You were like, "Is that a thing, guys? I don't know if that's a thing."
We saw the Nair video.
You gotta keep them pristine looking, man. No hair.
Bald toes, baby. That's the way I like them.
He's got his headset off now. He doesn't want to hear what we're saying.
I'm gonna say it again. No.
I heard a little bit of it.
Oh, okay.
Well, Only Toes is real. Okay, it's very much a real thing.
It is?
Yes.
All right.
Toes is in like the things that hang off your foot, and also like the car towing industry. Because I actually typed in Only Toes as TOWS first. Yeah, they both exist.
All right.
So
that's good to know.
Forget your and
Did you like my toes?
Yeah, so Burnout, man. It's kind of crazy.
Nail file. That's all I have to say.
Some paint might help, dude. You got to be like my fingers.
There you go.
Which these are a matte black. They're not the glossy.
It'll help you to keep from biting your toenails, Gaussen.
I don't even think I could get my foot up my head like that if I want.
I don't think I could either.
I'm not gonna try.
I can fit my whole fist in my mouth.
I'm not going to try either. What?
I can fit my whole fist in my mouth. I just found that out last
all
night.
right.
Don't ask why.
All right, good for you.
I'm gonna ask why.
No,
I'm
you
gonna
really
do
shouldn't.
that.
It's
I
the
think the
thing when
people
you're
wanna
laying
know.
down next to a girlfriend in bed when you're trying to go to sleep and you're just talking about literally everything, but then you get to the point where you're so tired that you're just dumb. And I magically said, I was just like, yeah, I can stick my whole fist in my mouth. And she goes, what? And then I tried it. I actually did it. Crazy.
So you're telling me though that when you said it, you actually didn't know.
I had no idea.
You're like, you were trying to impress her, and she's like, oh yeah, let's see it.
I actively said, I
don't
can
know
fit
if
my whole
that's an
fist in my mouth. And she said,
impression,
really? And I
or-
said,
or
yeah.
what?
And then I did it and I was shocked. And then she goes, her exact words were, you're going to make someone very happy one day.
I like this girlfriend of yours. She seems
I think I love her.
And then I went to sleep.
I like that she
You couldn't
said
get his fist out of
someone,
his
and
mouth,
not
though.
you are going to make me happy.
Nope, just someone. Make someone very
Yeah.
happy one day.
Yeah.
So whoever that is,
All right.
you know, maybe one day we'll meet on Only Toes.
All right. That sounds
This
good.
conversation took a
Where,
drastic turn.
yeah,
Where? How did we get
You were
here?
asked away
How
from
did we
that.
get here?
like end the end. See you guys. Bye.
Yeah, it's been real. Really outing myself here.
Oh.
I talked about this kid who barged into my apartment today. I'm talking about putting a whole fist in my mouth. I Googled Only Toes. That's on my search history now. So
He
that'll
saw
be
it.
interesting.
He doesn't see that.
Yeah. I don't do
Yeah.
private browser. Who
The
needs
internet
it?
knows now.
Good for you,
You know what? You're
Senpai.
gonna
Good
start
for
getting
you.
Google ads for like feet things.
Pedicures and stuff. That's fine.
I hope they're mild like that. Yeah.
I've gotten one of those before. It was great. They, like massage your feet too.
Oh, I believe that.
It was
I mean,
fantastic.
I believe
I
it's
never
one-
been, but
You
my
never
feet
had
are-
gotten like a manicure and a pedicure, dude?
I've never done that.
No, but my feet look better than my girlfriend's
Not
feet.
because I wouldn't want to.
I'm just saying.
It's expensive.
Never
I paid
you go.
like $250 for me and the girlfriend to go get our
Oh, for both.
for both.
All right.
That's $125 a person.
It was 100
Yeah,
each
but that-
plus $25
How
tip.
much? Like break that
Yeah.
down by toes, man.
That's like, well,
You got this. You need to
it's like
calculate.
$5 a finger and then $5 a toe
Yeah,
Oh,
I
you
mean,
take both. Yeah.
because you
yeah.
got
maybe it's not that
20 phalanges total, you know,
Yeah, but that.
and then
Yeah,
a
but-
$25 tip. I saw the receipt and I saw the little tip line. And I looked at my girlfriend. I was like, "Tip on things?" And she goes, like, how much do I
Oh,
tip?"
we
And
don't
she
do
goes,
that.
"You're a really good job. $5." I wrote down $25, and she goes, "No, each, both did." And I was like, "Why are you trying to sucker me out of money right now?"
Right. Like maybe she didn't do as good of a job with me.
And then she paid for like
I
the
don't
first
know.
couple rounds of drinks when we went to Universal for Halloween Horror Nights, so it all equaled out because
There
the
you
drinks there are like
All right.
it's like
I'm sure.
$14 a drink, dude. It was
Sounds
What?
yeah, dude. It was expensive. I mean, you get like the when you
I
go
didn't
to
think it was that
a
expensive.
place
That's
like
like
that.
Norway.
well, yeah, you
Well,
go, you
no,
get like the fancy like
That's concessions kind of drinks though. Like you're not gonna pay that much in like a regular bar. This is an
No.
event though.
yeah, this is a
Yeah,
huge
all right.
event, and they were like the specialty drink.
Okay, if you say no, that's the same.
The same drink outside of the
It's
event
actually
would probably be
cheaper.
like $8.
Yeah,
I think it's cheaper if you go to event.
at my lonely bar, I pay like $4 a beer.
Did you say your lonely bar?
Yeah, everybody has a lonely bar, don't they? A bar that only you go to by yourself, just me.
Oh,
It'd be like the thing where like I had a long day at work, so I just stop at the bar to have like 2 beers and then I go home. Like nobody has that. You don't have that?
No, I buy it in the store and I drink it at home.
sometimes I wish I had time to be lonely.
No, I don't want to drink at my house by myself because then that
That's
just
what
leads to
we have the
depression.
toilet for. That's what we have the toilet for.
That's your friend?
That's my friend. If I'm getting annoyed or something, I'm going to take a shit.
Oh,
I watch TikToks and I watch Instagram or whatever I want to do, and I sit there for 20 minutes and
Peek
I
out,
go
have they
you
out
just
and I
get
yet?
haven't done shit.
you go to my page on TikTok and you just scroll through all my posts.
Sometimes I do actually.
Aw,
Because other
that's
stuff in your
sweet.
posts in the
Haven't you
background.
seen when I like a lot of your videos?
I
That's probably when I'm on the
yeah, you do them in waves. I have noticed that
yeah,
actually.
yeah. That's when I'm on the
You and a couple
toilet.
others.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's the
you know
free
what
time
we
I
do have
get.
to talk about though, really quick?
I don't know.
Rest in peace, Kevin Conn. I know we just talked about him at the
Oh,
beginning.
we
You guys know
yeah,
who he is
we're
now.
back on that. Yeah, yeah, yeah,
I
definitely, definitely.
He's a huge part of my life. Rest in peace, Kevin Conroy. He passed away, what, 2 days ago at the time of recording? Yeah. That day.
Yeah.
You
Could have
know,
been Mark.
Silence.
whoa!
Sorry. I'm sorry. Look, he did a
Wow!
great job as Joker, but Luke Skywalker. Oh, come
That
on.
wasn't even his fault. Even he said the writing was shit in those movies.
Hmm.
He openly stated he was like, "This isn't in line with Luke's character," and the people making the movie they were like, "That sucks. You gonna do the movie or not?"
Like,
And
oh, you're paying me, so yep.
yeah, he was like, "Yeah, money, sure, whatever. I don't care. I would
Yeah.
have gladly been in the movie too. I'd have been like, fuck it. I don't care if this is my character. Who cares? It's just Star Wars. Who likes Star Wars?
Literally everyone.
Yeah, I like Star Wars.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much. We got really off topic there.
Yeah. What were we? Where were we?
We're still
Burnout.
talking about burnout. I mean, we talked a lot about what we were supposed to talk about, but
No, I
we're
think we
just
did. I think at the end of the day, the thing is, there's not a whole lot of conversation to it. It's manageable. It's something you have to think about. I mean, what else is there to
Yeah.
say? People are not machines. We will not run
No,
forever.
for those who first start out, do less than you actually think you are able to do.
that's the big thing too. When you're first getting
Um,
into any sort of content
yeah,
creation, I mean,
yeah,
burnout is
definitely,
huge,
definitely.
but yeah, don't do nearly as much as you think you need to do. I
No,
mean,
because you lose a lot of time by doing too much.
when I first started, man, I was doing no videos and I was streaming 5 hours a day, Monday through Friday.
Yeah,
And then now I do 3 days a
Same,
week, 2 hours. That's good because then I can do everything else I got to do. But yeah,
same.
yeah,
if you
yeah,
do that much, you're definitely going to run yourself into the ground. You do
Well,
not
because
want to do that.
yeah.
I think, and especially when you start coming into streaming in particular, is you think that streaming is all about streaming. But it's not. I mean, it's the videos,
No,
it's the shorts, it's the community building,
yeah,
it's the conversations in Discord. It's you can stream 2 hours, 3 days a week, and be successful in it. There's other steps that have to be taken in it. And again, manage your time wisely, and take breaks when you need to. But
Definitely.
yeah,
And if you need to take a break for whatever reason, definitely take it. Nobody's going to follow you in the
yeah,
yeah,
creator's world. Nobody's going to follow you for taking a break. Shit.
rebrand if you have to.
I've
Yeah,
taken breaks just because I was like, I am not feeling it. That's the
yeah,
thing. I never want to do a recording session or a stream where I'm not 100% because I feel like, one, I just wasted my time because I'm there. I'm not
yeah,
even having a good time. And two, it's not fair to the people who do want to content. If you're not at 100%, that
yep,
they're going to know. The biggest thing I'll say is the best way to grow your stream, if you're a streamer, is by not streaming, which sounds very counterintuitive, but you need to do all those other things in order to
yeah.
get more
yeah.
exposure. Because especially on Twitch, there's no exposure. There's no algorithm that's going to help people find you. There's nothing. Not
But
even when you
you
make
can
affiliate.
look like streaming like uh um a community thing because the streaming is mostly to talk to your viewers basically, right? Live interactions and talk to them and get some genuine uh, feedback and all these kind of things like they can actually be heard when you're streaming, but you can't do that with videos, right? So the streaming is like the social part of the content or the brand you're trying to make as a content creator. So when you stream, you actually only doing it for the followers you already have. Maybe you're lucky you get 1, 2, 3 on a day, but like I think 90% of the days I've been streaming, I don't get followers.
I'll come when I'm not live.
Yes, exactly. That's
Yeah.
the other content you're making. That's what's making the following happen. Mostly.
Definitely.
Yeah.
I'd say also to, obviously not everyone watching is a streamer, but in any industry, it's not about the quantity of the connections that you make, but the quality of the connections that you make. And the more quality your connections are, the more quality your content is going to be. Whether it be your work, whether it be the way that you support a creator in web designs or in their marketing, or whatever it is you're doing. But the important thing is the quality of work. And sometimes we get caught up thinking, oh, more is better. I got to put out more videos. I gotta do more logo designs. I got to do more templates or this or that. It's like, it's like what Galson was saying earlier was, don't do 4, do 2 really good ones.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Quality.
it's not about quantity. It's about
Yeah.
quality.
Yeah.
Well, we're at about an hour. You guys have closing remarks? Anything closing you want to say?
That was my closing remark.
That was it. That was a pretty good one. What about you, Gosson? You got anything you want to say in closing here?
No, when you say closing, I get like this. Everything goes out, putting me on the spot here. So no, I think we got everything out there, and I had something, but I forgot it.
All right, well then it wasn't that important.
Yeah, no, definitely.
Yeah, we want to thank everybody for listening. I think this is a tremendous podcast. As always, everybody's links will be down in the description below. And yeah, that pretty much does it for us, I guess, huh?
Alrighty.
Wild conversations.
Yeah. Thanks for hosting us, Senpai.
Man, you're welcome. I try my best.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Once again, I'm Almighty Senpai. To my whatever that direction is Mr. Gosson, and below me is Hookman. So
no one is in that direction.
No one's in that direction.
Well, yes, on my end, there definitely is.
No, other way.
No, it's right here. I can see it.
No.
Yep.
No.
Mm-hmm.
You are here.
No, I'm here, and then Milkman's down there, and then
Milkman is down there, but you're
Milkman's
here.
down there, but then you're over here.
Goson's over here. Senpai's over here.
Yeah, no, but you have it backward.
Senpai.
But
am I switched? See, on my screen it's okay.
Yeah, but like
no,
I feel like we should start doing the like the Brady Bunch theme song.
Start looking at each other.
Story.
Well, you're looking the wrong way, Gosson. You gotta look the other way.
No, that's the right way.
No, you gotta look this way.
He's over there looking at his wall.
I'm over here. See? Then we do a high five.